The game is powered by ScentLock.
We're headed to the Bluegrass State to my good buddies at One Fatal Mistake Outfitter. We're going to war with this deer.
It's a recipe for a kill. They don't get that big for a reason.
All right, y'all, to start off our 2020 season, we're packed up and we're rolling to the Bluegrass State to our good buddies at One Fatal Mistake Outfitter. They've been seeing a few mega giants. We're gonna go see if we can get on. You gotta stop and get some of the tracks, then head to camp. So let's rock and roll.
First off the bat.
Opening day of deer season, it don't get no better than that. The guys at One Fatal Mistake's been watching a ton of deer and a few select good ones, and we're gonna go see if we can't try our luck on them.
Get the black man mask on. Getting ready to rock and roll. Deer's already coming out in the field. It's September the 7th. Season opened up on the 5th. We flew in last night. Got here time to get a big old dinner and get our belly full and go to bed. Fingers crossed it's day one in Kentucky, the Bluegrass State. Early season. Velvet. Hold on. Don't get no better than that.
We're not in a blind long, and he steps out, Nightwalker, a deer that One Fatal Mistake's got a ton of history with. They've been watching him all summer long. Now it's time to sit back, take every bit of it in, and let this story unfold.
The game is brought to you by Air Archery.
Introducing the all-new Bowhunter Elite Series from ScentLock, featuring an unheard-of combination of premium features and technologies, unavailable anywhere else. It's the most advanced bow hunting outerwear available today. Ultra quiet, exceptionally warm, and packed with premium features and technologies. Designed to help elite bow hunters sit longer and get closer. The era of compromise is over.
The game is brought to you by Up Fever Seed Company.
Well, folks, it is 2:30 in the morning and we are boogity boogity to the blind. We had a close call last night, Nightwalker. And yesterday morning, we glassed him. He walked right by the ground blind. The morning before, he showed up on our cell camera. In the morning, about 6:50, 7 o'clock. So what he's doing, he's living in the beans at nighttime. And this bean field is like a mile long. So these deer living in this bean field at night in the middle down in this bowl, and then they're feeding their way back to us. So we're about to slide in there like a bunch of ninjas, creep in here, no light, going blackout mode on them, and see if before Big Boy slip up this morning. Y'all come get in the blind with us. And it's foggy. Foggy. That morning, I'll never forget it. It was something like out of a fairy tale. Fog on the ground, beautiful sunrise, deer as far as the eye can see, and I look out, and here he comes. The only thing you see is a giant rat coming through the fog, and he's headed straight to us. This buck is at 52 yards. Like, I done got him mounted on my wall, done got it picked out, done thinking of the after party. And there's not many deer comes within 60 yards of me that gets to walk off and talk about it. Well, this morning was a little different.
I feel like I've been hunting this deer for 2 years. We made the right moves. Our scent control's on point. Our entry's on point. Like everything is perfect, but at the end of the day, honestly, we got, as dumb as it sounds, we got too many deer on us to move.
And just like that, he slips through my fingers once again. Full draw, pin buried, about to squeeze, seat pops. Can't win for losing with this deer. The battle's just beginning, and we got a long way to go. Me and TJ named this deer Nightwalker, because the first picture we had of was at night.
He's in the evening every day now, though.
Yeah.
It only takes one chance. He gonna mess up.
Probably one of the best hunts I've ever been on, and we ain't draw blood yet, but I promise you, it's done got personal. We were gonna kill this deer before we leave Kentucky.
Deer just being deer, you know. They don't get that big for a reason.
We're hunting a mega giant stepped out on us, right? These chairs we're sitting in is a little bit too tall for our ground blind. So my man Matt, my man Levi, they go pick us up a Craftsman. So this is gonna be our work/hunting stool tonight. It's got a swivel seat. No, we're not sponsored by Craftsman, but that's gonna get the job done. Because there's so many deer. I think we had 45 deer on us last night. And I sat on my knees just so we could sit in the bare back of the blind. So this thing right here is gonna be a game changer. Got a 360 swivel. I can see everywhere now. So the deal is, the deer's been coming by the ground blind. Been having a southeast wind when it's doing it. Last night was a southwest. It was blowing this way. So tonight, ball's in our court. As long as we can beat him in his own game with his nose, he should work around. We should shoot him about 30 yards. So. She'll smoke. And then I'll shoot that sucker like this. It's coming from the east. We're there. In his zone.
The game is brought to you by Steady Form.
1,800 miles, 20,000 seeds, 847 shots, 11 stands, 48 shooting lanes, 21 days, 183 hours logged, one opportunity, trust only 1 cent, nose down cents.
Here at Deer 30, we created this original blend mineral that was born from our frustration of buying high salt mixes that weren't doing anything beneficial. This mineral is truly handcrafted for maximum rat growth and overall health. but not for your buddies. It's for deer.
Cap, see my deer 30?
You talking about the cereal?
Deer 30 Mineral. It's more than a snack.
The game is brought to you by Zeus Broadheads.
It feels good, boy. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and there was deer already in the field. You can see these soybeans is enamored in what these deer are doing. And now the guys just got it set up. They're feeding in the shade, and they're staging up down here. We got big standing corn, and what they're doing, they're staging in the shade, and we got a big jump pile with our tracks, and they're just staging and easing out. So it's a recipe for a kill. Bottom line is all it is.
We didn't have to wait long. I looked to my right, and just like he's supposed to, here he comes. All the flashbacks of every encounter I've had with this deer so far is running through my mind. Like I'm thinking, what's about to go wrong? Bumps back, he's at 48, I get in my window, it's showtime.
Something yards. I put my pin right on the center mass. I don't know.
You practice, you train all year long for them 5 seconds. But within that 5 seconds, when you let go, it's a wild animal. You can't control it. And he just, long story short, there's no excuses. I felt like I made the shot I needed to. I done everything right. The deer just dropped me, he ducked me. Wasn't nothing I could do about it. It just wasn't his time. Good Lord said it ain't your time, and it wasn't meant to be. And at the end of the day, we're all human. It happens to everybody. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep on it. We're gonna keep practicing, we're gonna get better. And guess what, this story ain't over with yet. After miles and miles, and after tracking, after days, sleepless nights, anything you could imagine, we done it, we went through it, and we give this deer every ounce of energy we had to find him. And just come up empty-handed. It just wasn't meant to be. And I don't think the shot, my error, the way he kicked up and how bad he ducked me, I just didn't get the penetration that I needed to the shot to be fatal. So, I got 20 cameras set up on this field. No sign of him, nothing, nowhere. This deer's vanished. And there's not a day, a second goes by that shot don't replay in my head, and I don't think about this deer because I'm worried to death that he is dead somewhere and I don't know where he's at. But on a sweet November evening, I look to the left, and like a ghost, there he stands. Big shout out to my guys at One Fatal Mistake Outfitter for running a top-notch place. Tons of big deer, probably one of the best hunts I've ever had. And by far, the most big deer I've ever seen on one piece of property. The game ain't over yet, y'all. We're in for redemption now.
we're going back.